Infinite Gems. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're not. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Today we're going to be having a smoke sesh and talking about authenticity and how it can elevate your life and why it's important. Honestly, it's kind of late, so I'm not trying to do a lot. I'm trying to chill. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video, and also go check out my digital products. Go follow my Instagram. Make sure you guys comment down below the next topic that you guys want. All right, you guys, let's get into the video. First, if you smoke, go ahead and light up. But the first thing I want to talk about was how a lot of people don't have any morals, or they don't set any standards for themselves. A lot of people just go with what they see on social media and what's popular, and I think that is just, I think it's just government, like, and what the agenda wants us to be like. Just have nothing, no standards, no morals, no sense of self. And so if they try to push a certain agenda, then you're gonna go with whatever you see, because most people, they want to like fit in, and they do stuff for other people's validation, and they want to make it seem like they have something, or they want to make it seem like they live a certain way, and they'll do anything for it. And like, you can tell like it's pushed like through the agenda today, because like a lot of relationships are so toxic. It's so sad. But I feel like it all starts with self, and a lot of people don't know themselves, and then they get into relationships. I feel like we've all been there, so like I'm not like judging anybody. Like, I've had my fair share of relationships where I didn't know myself and it just didn't turn out. So I'm not like coming at anybody, but I think we just need to be more aware of how not to get stuck in cycles like that. On top of that, when it comes to friends, like, guys will do things for validation from their homeboys, and then girls would do stuff for validation from their homegirls, and it has nothing to do with what they actually believe in and what morals they actually have for self. So I feel like it's important to be authentic and not just go with whatever everybody else is doing, because that's not really going to get you that far. And even if it does, it'll be temporary. It'll be temporary happiness. It won't be like true fulfillment. It'll just be temporary happiness, because you're not actually living for self. You're living for other people. And I feel like even when you're dealing in real life, I've dealt with so many people where it's like you can tell that they're just in that cycle and they're just in that mindset. Y'all know what I mean. I don't really gotta explain myself too much, because y'all know what I mean. I keep saying, I need to change my vocabulary, guys. I really need to read a dictionary, if we're gonna be completely honest. Oh yeah, and making peace with yourself, and just figuring out what things you like, figuring out what things you want in life, figuring out what things actually make you happy, finding out what things you really want to fulfill in life, figure out like what your standards are, what your morals are, what do you stand for, what will you not go for, what will you go for, because like I said, if you don't stand for anything, you'll go for literally anything. Kind of like I was talking about in my other video, but the vlog that I just posted, you guys should go watch that video. But I was kind of talking about how it's important to take time out for self. I went on that trip by myself. That was my first solo trip. I've never been out the state by myself. I've traveled a lot, and I've been to the area I was in before, so I kind of felt kind of comfortable, but I had never traveled alone, so it was new for me. It was fun. And I just feel it's important to take time out for self, get to know yourself, just spend time with yourself. A lot of people cannot be alone these days. Like, they either need to feel like they have a whole bunch of friends, or like a big friend group, or hang out every day, or always be in relationships, even when they probably shouldn't be in one. Like, I feel like people just, like, they're so hyper-focused on everything else that they don't know how to just, like, sit in silence and just sit with themselves, or just be alone. Like, without like going crazy. And honestly, I've been there before. Like, you just kind of want to escape so bad, but like at some point you have to like deal with your stuff. Like, you can't keep running away from it. And then people get like offended when you say stuff like this, because then like it triggers them. Like, it's really a fear thing. Like, they're just afraid of like to face like what they actually know they actually need to deal with, because people rather just avoid their problems than actually get through them. I mean, people who actually want to change and actually want better will, but people who rather like who say they want better but really don't, because their actions don't line up with their words and they just stay stuck. I mean, everybody has a choice. So honestly, at that point, if you keep choosing to not want better for yourself, then that's just what you choose. But, you know, if you don't want that and you find yourself in a place like that, but you actually want to change, then there's always a way. You just gotta work through your problems and take it day by day. Not every day is gonna be perfect, but, you know, just getting to know yourself and getting to process things that have happened to you, because especially like when you're still kind of young and like you're like kind of like my age, like, you know, still kind of new to being on your own and just still figuring life out, it's important to just take that time out for self and get to know yourself at this time, because if you don't, then you're going to be trying to getting to know yourself way later on, and there's going to be a lot of things that you wish you did when you were younger, and it's honestly going to be kind of too late when you're old, and then your body doesn't move the same, or you don't have the same stamina, and it's harder to learn new things when you get older. So like right now is the time you should be like building your foundation for your future instead of being worried on unnecessary things. Unnecessary things and people that are probably gonna get you nowhere. They're probably gonna just hold you back in life, to be honest. Like, unless you actually find people who are genuine and, you know, are on the same path as you. But that's the goal. You don't want to be around people who are holding you back and not what, like, I mean, especially if you want better. I mean, if you don't want better, then fine, choose those people. Y'all could be friends, but if you actually want better for your life, then surround yourself with people who are better than you. Not that there's like a system or anything, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Okay. Yes, and just make peace with yourself. Love your flaws also. Like, learn, like, love the fact that sometimes you make mistakes. Like, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You don't have to beat yourself up. Like, everything's not all love and light. Like, some days aren't the best. Some days we just aren't the best people. Like, sometimes we have our faults. So as long as you know how to like check yourself and move forward and not, you know, let it hold you back, and don't let it disrupt your path. Yeah, being a leader is important. I take pride in being me and all that I am, so I feel that everybody else should, and stop just trying to fit a certain standard of a way of looking or acting, because I feel like people really just want something genuine. Like, who wants to wear a mask all the time? I feel like that gets exhausting. I don't even like surrounding myself around people who I feel like I have to have a mask on with, because if I can't be authentically me around you, then why do I like, if I have to hide parts of myself, then like why would I surround myself around you? It just doesn't make sense. And then some people just aren't meant to be around each other. Like, we just don't have to be around each other. So, you know, just be authentically you, and the people who will come, and people who are not meant to be in your life will leave. So that's just that. And most of the time it's for the better. Like, all the time it's for the better. So I really don't like just talking to myself. Like, I do, don't get me wrong, but I should like, you should find what hobbies you like to do, what things you like to do creatively. Like me personally, I like to do a lot of things. I have a lot of like interests and like talents that I like to do. Like I can dance, I can draw a little, I can sing a little, I can act. I'm very good at organizing. I'm into music, making music, all of it. I'm into making clothing, fashion. And then like I have a lot of interests, like obviously, because like this YouTube channel. So like I'm all over the place. I feel like it's very important to figure out what you want out of life and what you find interesting and what you love, and just really dig deep into it, because we only live once, and I feel like we're here to really just gain as much information as possible. Like there's so much stuff that we don't know that's just like so interesting, and that also like can like help benefit you also. Like there's so many things out there, and it's like you're able to share it with different people who probably aren't aware at first, or people who are aware and then also want to help other people, because I feel like that's what we need more of, helping other people, because yeah, a lot of people are selfish and not in the good way. But yeah, find what you like to do and then just indulge your life with that. Don't get stuck at a job. I don't care if it's a 9 to 5 or a business. Don't get stuck in a job where you're miserable. Do something you love. Figure out a way to do something that you love and make money off of that. Like technology has like changed the game, like to be honest. You can really make money for being yourself. So be you. You don't have to be nobody else, and love yourself. And everybody starts somewhere. Like me now, I know my account's small, but I know it's because I'm just starting, but I already know I'm gonna make it. Like you just have to have confidence in yourself that your dreams are gonna happen, because like I've talked about this before, like when you're trying to manifest something, you can't keep fear in it, because if you keep putting fear on your path, then it's literally not gonna happen, because you're just like, you create your reality. So if you say you want something and then you fear that it's not gonna happen, then deep down that means you really don't think it's gonna happen, so then it's not gonna happen. But if you believe something's gonna happen, you know it's gonna happen, and you put in the action to get there, and you stay consistent, like it's gonna happen. Like I'm telling you, you can try it out for yourself. It is literally how it happens. Like you literally create your own reality. So if you want something out of life, then you can get it. Like you can literally get it. Don't let any type of limitation try to be put on your mindset to like make you feel that you can't do something. To like just be you, and then do what you need to do out of life, and just be genuine. Don't obviously be out here. Don't be weird. Just don't be weird. Like people are just so weird. Like people be stealing, people be lying, people be cheating. Like why? Like why are you doing all that? Like just be authentic. Just be genuine. Like why cheat? Like you could just say, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore. Why lie? Just tell the truth. You know, if somebody want to mess with you, if you still lie, that's different. But why do you have to like do all the extra stuff? Like I don't get it. But yeah, finding your purpose and just finding out what you want to do in life and just making sure you live it to the fullest is really so important, because we only have one lifetime. It goes by really fast. And I feel like it's important to take time for the little moments, enjoy the little moments, and really do every day doing something you really enjoy. You don't want to waste away this time we have. It's temporary, it's very precious, and we know we only get to be here one time, so I feel we should really make the biggest impact we possibly can in the best way. And maybe that's not everybody's path, but you know, make the biggest impact in whatever you love doing and whatever your way is. And just make sure that you don't waste away your life. Because the worst thing you can do is take life for granted. Most people, sometimes people it doesn't even hit them until they're on their deathbed, or until they find out something's wrong with them. And then it's too late. So If you can start now, start now. And I believe in you, so you should believe in yourself. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. And just remember, be authentic to you. Find your voice. Speak your truth. Set your standards for yourself. Have morals for yourself. Surround yourself with good people, like-minded people. Continue to grow. Continue to evolve. Continue to expand your consciousness and your sense of self to the highest potential. You know, be you, do you, and get what you want out of life. You gotta just take it. Nobody's coming to save you. Okay, you gotta go work for what you want out of life and do nothing that deters you from getting to that space that you want. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. I love you guys so much. Make sure you guys go check out my digital products and go follow my Instagram. And let me know if there's any topics that you guys want. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do a poll on my Instagram. So if you guys follow my Instagram, then I'll do polls on there, so then you guys can choose the topic of what's next. I do have some ideas though, so we'll see. And I love you guys so much, and peace.